Hello, I am Michael Cesarini, Trevor's case manager, and before our first transition meeting next month, I wanted to send you a short video so you walk in already knowing what to expect. We are using something called person-centered planning, and the whole point of this video is to explain what that is, why we use it, and who will be at the table with us. What is person-centered planning? Person-centered planning is a way of running an IEP meeting where the student sits in the middle of every decision we make. Instead of the school deciding what the student needs and telling the family, we start with what the student wants for their life to look like after high school, and then we work backwards to figure out what classes, services, and supports we need to make that happen. It is a shift from planning for the student to planning with the student. Research going back more than 20 years shows that students who lead their own transition planning have better outcomes after high school in employment, in post-secondary education, and in independent living. From a Christian worldview, every student is made in the image of God and carries dignity and purpose, so a planning process that listens to the student and helps them flourish reflects that belief. It also lines up with our College of Education program around building supportive environments and meeting the unique needs of students with exceptionalities. How PCP supports transition planning. Transition planning is required by IDEA starting at age 16, and it covers life after high school in three big areas: education or training, employment, and independent living. Person-centered planning makes the student the author of that plan instead of a guest at their own meeting. The student names their interests, strengths, and goals first, and the team builds services around those answers. That is what we mean by student-driven. 5 steps of PCP done well. There are 5 steps we follow. First, we gather information about the student's strengths, preferences, and dreams, usually through a one-page profile the student helps create. Second, we hold a planning meeting where the student leads or co-leads as much as they are comfortable with. Third, we map a vision together for after high school. Fourth, we set measurable goals and assign who does what. And fifth, we follow up, review progress, and adjust. Who will be at the meeting? At our meeting, you will see the student first because the student leads. The parents share family priorities, history, and home observations. The general education teacher brings classroom performance and curriculum data. The special education case manager, that is me, brings IEP progress data and the meeting agenda. A school district representative attends with the authority to commit district resources. The school psychologist interprets evaluation and assessment results. An agency representative from vocational rehabilitation or a community partner attends when the student plans to connect with that agency after graduation. Related service providers like speech, occupational therapy, or physical therapy join when their input is relevant to the student's plan. And finally, in close, that is the model in just a few minutes. The biggest thing to remember is that this meeting belongs to the student, and your role and mine is to listen first and then plan together. If you have any questions before we meet, please email me.